Would you like to see the big guy, the skipper, the head honcho?
Good morning, Captain.
Good morning, Captain.
You're listening to Morning Joe with the CO.
Good morning, Rota. It is Thursday, also known as Friday Eve, February 12th, and it is time for a Morning Joe with the CO with our captain, Charles Chmielak, commanding officer here on base. How are you doing?
Good. Good morning. I think we have two guests today that we can kick right off and introduce.
Oh, yeah. We have Cody Butler, RonJon.
Good morning.
How are you guys doing?
Having us.
Good morning. Thank you.
There you go.
I love that. We got the new radio.
Short.
I think we might have a replacement for you.
Oh, absolutely.
Your job is threatened.
I gave him the opportunity. I didn't. You came in 2 weeks ago for his first incipient time on radio, and it looks like he has been practicing.
What did your mom tell you?
She said I have a face for radio.
Right.
Face for radio, voice for print.
Right.
Yeah. I know that saying just well. And Cody Butler, RonJon Wixon, correct?
Yes, sir.
You guys were at the fitness center.
That's right.
And you forced your way onto the Morning Joe with the CO. Sir, was this part of the plan, or did they coerce you into something?
No, I have people for that and regular scheduled programming. So it's my pleasure, though, because I appreciate what you do around the installation, and I would love for you to share that with everybody else. But first, let's talk about that rain.
It's brutal.
Yeah.
It's absolutely brutal. How have you all been holding up?
Well,
how are you feeling about the rain?
Well, we have some indoor water features time to time,
right?
And our roof, which is you're very welcome, and our disc golf course has some extra hurdles.
Right.
If you want to go over some trees and water.
That's right. Water obstacles.
Yeah. That's right. We added some new features, so free of charge.
Some MWR improvements to the course.
Right. Always striving to be better.
Improvements we didn't know we needed.
Staying soggy.
It's a great introduction. I mean, gives you the home feeling from Florida, right?
That's right. Usually just downpours in the afternoon, and then it's like it never happens, but we get a nice good drizzle around here all day long. It's been fun.
Yeah, when the hail came down, RonJon and I, being from Florida and Texas, we walk outside, we're looking for tornadoes. Like, that's our first instinct.
Right.
And then we walk to the front, and all of our Spanish folks are like, what is this falling from the sky? We have never seen this before.
The sky is falling. Yes, Chicken Little. Or we say, from those in Hawaii, it's a blessing. Oh, it's another blessing. Thank you. So we talked about some coffee. We're going to segue a little bit.
Yes. Well,
Welcome to Morning Joe at the CO.
I think this is a relevant topic.
Thank you.
Very important to me, which is healthy benefits of drinking coffee.
I believe there are a few.
There are a few.
Please tell me about this.
Pulling this actually from a legit study from Johns Hopkins.
Well, if you say it's legit, it must be.
I mean, depends on what you Google, but I'll give the caveat. Healthy coffee drinking, it depends on what you're putting in the coffee and also how much coffee you're having. So we're going to preface this with 300 milligrams of coffee per day falls into the healthy benefits category, which some of those healthy benefits can be. Coffee drinkers are actually less likely to die from leading causes of death for women, like heart disease, stroke, kidney disease. You're also less likely to develop type 2 diabetes. You're less likely to develop Parkinson's disease. It also provides protective effects on the liver. So studies show that coffee drinkers have liver enzymes with healthier ranges, which is great. And also the odds of colon cancer can be decreased by as much as 25%, which colon cancer runs a lot in my family. So you'll always see me with a cup of coffee in my hand if you're over at the fitness studio in the morning.
Well, that makes the joke you have stock in coffee company a little less funny now, doesn't it?
Oh, called out on that one.
Oh, you do? Okay. You could share. That'll be a different show.
Good old Folgers.
Yeah, we'll have a Morning Joe with the CO and Cody on financial tips.
Yes.
Thank you, Cody, for that. That was fascinating. I would not have anticipated
as I took a sip of my coffee to that.
I noticed RonJon does not have any coffee.
I'm a Red Bull drinker.
Oh.
Now, that's different.
Energy drinks,
that caffeine is different.
Do we have any facts on the benefits?
I'm not even going to jump in with those.
Yeah, what's John Hopkins say about energy drinks?
No one's perfect. That's a weakness.
What do they say? Do as I say, not as I do.
That's right. Hey, 80-20.
There you go.
Okay.
80% make the right choices, 20% do what makes you happy.
kind of more of a 60-40 guy, but it sounds great.
Is that a official fitness policy?
I'd say it's a good rule of thumb.
Okay, yeah.
See, I feel like we make up for it in other ways, so therefore we get a little bit wider range on that percentage of the things that we enjoy in life. Right? Does that count for us?
100%.
Okay.
Is there a equation to how many push-ups that equals?
I'm sure we can get some kind of study going on that, but I've never seen anything correlated there.
Just follow the chart
Facts.
on the PRT test. That.
Right.
Yes.
Which is perfect for why you guys are here. I'm excited for this show. It's fitness related, and Valentine's Day is coming up, which I know there's going to be some fitness stuff happening. Depending on rain or shine, we've discussed that.
Rain or shine, but we're looking good for the events that are coming up soon, which I know we're going to talk about later in the show. But everything is a little weather contingent, but we do pivot the best that we can, and sometimes when it's a little sprinkle, we make it happen.
Well, I have some high hopes for this morning, Joe, with the CO. We're going to be back in about 3 minutes after some Panic at the Disco. Panic at the Disco with high hopes here on AFN Rota the Eagle. It's 7:13, and it is Morning Joe with the CO. I'm here with Captain Charles Chmielak, and we are two special guests, Cody Butler, RonJon Wixon from the Fitness Center.
Cody, RonJon, let's learn more about you. What brings you to Rota?
RonJon, you're the newest guest, so I'm going to let you take the lead on this.
Sure, I appreciate it. Stoked. I just got here a month today. Yeah,
Congrats.
this is my month anniversary.
All right.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
Where did you come from?
So I came here from NAS Whitingfield. I was the fitness coordinator there. Been with MWR since 2022. Actually started out as a rec aide, folding towels. Got into a specialist position as the physical readiness and outreach specialist. Finished my bachelor's degree in exercise science while I was there, and then moved into the fitness coordinator position there when that opened up. I heard about this positioning opening up, and anybody that's been around the naval community for a while knows that Rota's kind of a hot spot, so I shot my shot, and here I am.
Well, we're happy to have you aboard.
Thank you. I'm really happy to be here. The installation has a stellar reputation. The MWR team is outstanding. Again, I'm super honored to be a part of this team.
Great. Cody, how'd you get here?
Oh, well, we came from sunny Belgium.
Right.
Actually, my 1 year anniversary was 2 days ago. So I didn't realize we're like almost sharing anniversary weeks.
Yeah.
So we came, me and my spouse, he and I came from Belgium. We were working Army side with NATO, deriving from Austin, Texas, which is where we're originally from, and had the lucky opportunity to work at that garrison with NATO and with the Army side for 2 years as their chief of fitness. And same as RonJon, knowing the stellar reputation of the Rota community, when this position came available, I thought, this is such a good opportunity. Spent like a month of doing research on YouTube, watching all the videos, learning about the programs, MWR. When I was offered the job, we actually came 3 weeks later. I said, hey, do you mind if I come and just do like a site tour? Let's just really make sure this is a good fit. And literally within the first 6 hours of being on site, they gave us a tour of the base. Our MWR director, Tom, so welcoming. It was just a done deal. It's kind of like, let's go interview them and just make sure this is a good fit also for us.
What month was that?
That was in February of last year. We came. Oh, sorry. Our initial visit was in early December, so about 2 months before we arrived.
Was it raining in December?
It was not.
Right.
In Belgium it was. Here it was not. Don't try to tie this in that I had nothing to do with this rain at all.
So thank you for bringing the rain.
Yep.
The plants needed it.
He's the Florida guy. He is the soggy guy.
All right, I'll take it. I brought the hail, too.
There you go.
Well, it's good that you were very involved in previous programming, very well qualified to be here. What challenges have you found since you've been here? Maybe personally, fitness-wise?
Fitness-wise, I feel like the facility is good, and I've been able to stay on the grind and stay consistent so far with all that. A big part of that is just kind of making a priority and being consistent. Challenges as far as adjusting, I did come from the States, so the jet lag took a while to get kind of adjusted there. The community has been super welcoming, so I have been given a lot of assistance there as far as helping find ways to get around, places to eat, and things like that. Everybody's super patient with learning Spanish, and so everybody's been really helpful with that. I would say my transition's been pretty easy, honestly.
Good. Where have you found to live?
So I'm still staying at the lodge right now.
Okay.
But I am looking at a spot in Rota. It's supposed to be available next month. So
Sure. And that transition's been fairly easy. Good processing through the housing and ICR. Have you attended all those classes?
Oh, yes, sir. Absolutely.
Nice.
No, everybody has been super helpful, like an almost overwhelming amount of help coming from every which direction. So it's super welcoming community. Everybody's super helpful.
So as far as programming, so you really came in, you jumped right into the job, and with our focus on fitness across the Navy, what have you brought to the table? What do you say you do for us around here?
So far, already we've been started the NAVS class that we have on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That's open to active duty sailors. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7 a.m. I've got numerous certifications as far as, I'm a CFL trainer. Got just about every NOF certification you can get. Experience programming and stuff.
So for the commands who, and I know this is a big deal because I know a lot of the commands, it's one thing to give people time to just go work out, and sometimes they don't necessarily use that time wisely. And so you've taken it on yourself to offer this class, and we coordinate with the commands. So how would a command work with you to schedule or to show up or to participate?
So we do require reservations because we do have a limited amount of space there. The class that we're running can facilitate up to 75 sailors. So they'll need to make reservations at the fitness center, and they can do that either individually or through their command.
Now, the classes you have scheduled, and I know they're set at a periodicity, if a command or somebody wanted to do extra classes, or maybe they're by themselves, what's available for them to go to the gym and say, I'm motivated, but not so motivated to show up by myself every day. What can you do, or what is available for them to get motivated? Who can they talk to?
Well, that's the eye look. Did I jump in now?
Yeah, hop in. Yeah.
Well, going back to the NOFS class, as an individual, anyone can jump into that. So it's not just command only.
What does NOF stand for?
So NOF stands for Navy Operational Fitness and Fueling System.
Right on.
And I'm going to brag a little bit. So he was invited by the head of region to participate, which only a select few are invited to attend a special course, which is in 2 weeks.
It is.
Back in the States. Mm-hmm. As the NOFS Specialty Operational Course.
So it'd be the Operational Facilitator course. So I'd be, if selected, because not everybody that goes is selected, if selected, I'd be one of the people teaching the NOFS 40-hour, 5-day course. So I'm, again, pretty honored and flattered to have been chosen for that.
So you will be one of the expert NOFS leaders in the entire European theater.
Is that like a train the trainer type situation? Or,
it is, yes.
Or like first among equals?
It would be a training the trainer kind of situation.
Well, that's good. That's how I know we got the best.
We got him. But aside from the NOFS classes, we do have individuals that come in that are not, let's say, privy to how to put a plan together. Let's say they are, surprisingly, we still have sailors and people naturally in our community that come in and may be intimidated by the gym. Sure. So they just jump on the treadmill. They just go to a cardio piece. Other than myself, RonJon, we have amazing fitness specialists on staff that are eager to have people come in and say, hey, can you help me? So we can put them through a plan, suggestion on how to work out in the gym. We actually have our staff that we're about to put through the Navy basic training, which will give the majority of our staff the ability to tour people around and say, hey, here's how you do this exercise on this machine. So it's something that we oversee. So we'll even be teaching our front desk individuals how to walk people through basic usage of the machines, and then we can help as specialists on creating programs depending on their needs.
So how does one do that? I know the start of a journey takes the first step. So, it does take the fact that you must actually walk through the door and speak to someone. So can they go to the front desk and just say, you know what, I need help?
100%. That's like the best question we get.
I don't know what help I need. You know, maybe they may be a physical specimen. I'm a model of fitness, but I need help, right? They could say something. What can they say to start the conversation?
Help me. Who do I talk to? And we will take it from there. It's that easy. It's really, I think, again, it's just asking for that initial help and saying, what do I do? Who do I speak with?
Yeah.
And we will reach out to them and find what it is that they're looking to do, whether if it's a strength and conditioning plan, if it's a weight loss plan, if we need to get them resources for mission nutrition. All they have to do is just ask, let us know who they are, and myself or RonJon or our other fitness specialists will reach out to them directly. We can do this for individuals or for commands. It's across the board.
What about families?
Sure.
What about GS employees?
We will help anyone in our community.
Okay.
That is what we are here for. We think of the gym not just as a place where we go lift weights and work out, but it really is its own unique community center. So for any patron that walks through that door, it's about how do we help them? Where do we meet them where they are in their fitness journey?
So when they walk in the door, located right next to the pool, across the street from the bowling alley, and the Single Sailor Fitness Center, so the walkability score is like 100 for a majority of our population, so there's no excuse why thousands of our people shouldn't be in there every day. They walk into the door and they go to the desk, or do they go to the office to the right? Because they know there's a little door there.
Come over to the desk first.
Okay.
And then we can direct them from there.
And they will help you.
We will help you.
Is there any other way that they can contact you? Can they call you on the phone?
They can call us on the phone. They can email. They can reach out on Facebook.
So what you're saying is there's many ways and there's no excuse for why they shouldn't be getting physically fit.
I think you led right into that. That was perfect.
What about those who think, I've got this figured out, I don't need you, but maybe one day they sit around and are like, I could take it to the next level? How do you bring them there?
As Cody kind of alluded to, I think a big part of it is just figuring out where they're at, meeting them where they're at, and then kind of making assessments as professionals to figure out how to take them to the next level.
Right, but the key is you have the resources, you are the place to go. They shouldn't have any reservations about holding back, and there is the expertise located right here through MWR at the gym to bring you from good to great.
100%.
Yeah.
When you alluded to this earlier, we do have some of the most qualified professionals out of any of the bases that I have seen. From the level of education, we have individuals that have multiple master's degrees that are relevant to fitness. We have individuals that have physical therapy backgrounds. Now, of course, we don't work outside of our realms that we have within our PDs.
Sure.
But there is so much background knowledge that the fitness team brings in to our facility that it's unreal. I mean, you have, I think we were adding it up yesterday, between 5 of us, there was 35 to 40 cumulative years of experience around education.
Right. Yeah, the expertise, what I have seen in my 9 months here is the expertise on the average staff member here is incredible. And usually underappreciated because people take it for granted, or they come from the States, or, and they get here, and I think the halo effect, talent begets talent. So people come to Rota, and then other people, they make it excellent. Other people see that. They want to be part of the team. And I think you're a fine example of that. And I appreciate you.
Thank you very
for being
much.
Here. So what about kids? Maybe somebody's going to the gym and are like, hey, I've got an hour. I need to go to the gym. I love my child with all my heart. Where can they go to the gym if they have their child, but they didn't quite set up child care?
So we have a special room for that, called the family room.
Let's talk about the
where
family room.
Where we like to put the children. I do not have any kids myself, or pets or live animals, so I'm a very independent person, but watching families come in with kids, it is a lot of work, obviously, and we want to make sure that there's a space available, because when you have your kids in tow, we don't want that to be an excuse for you not to be able to come in and get your fitness in.
It should be a reason for why you should be fit.
Exactly. I call it, there's a little kid jail inside the fitness room, inside the family room. You just put them in that little gate, and they can play all day long. In that family room, we do ask that you have a reservation, because we do have limited space, so they can call us in advance. They can show up and say, hey, is there room right now? Can you put me in there, block me for 45 minutes to an hour?
See, that's what I wanted to anchor on, because I do monitor Q&A on the social media, and I know that there were some reservations folks had about, there's basically one of everything. You can have, now can you have more than one family in there, or how do we control that?
We can. So our existing SOP around this is that we can allow 2 families.
Okay.
Now,
define family.
See, that's where it gets a little tricky, because families are of all sizes, right?
8 children, 1 children.
Sometimes it's a little difficult
right.
to gauge that. In the moment, it's something that we may have to pivot. Luckily, the family room naturally just kind of allows kind of this flexibility. We don't normally have like 3 families that have 5 children that show up at the same time, luckily for now. But all they have to do is call and say, hey, I've got my family. Normally it's a single parent, or it's a couple coming in with the average family size, 2.5 kids. So we kind of base it off of that.
Sure. Our
little kid zone can manage safely about 6 children in that space, and then 4 to 5 adults in the workout area, because we have a full suite of cardio equipment, dumbbells, kettlebells, barbells. So we're trying to create a similar space that you would have on the main gym floor in that family room.
Yeah, and I've noticed you've made adjustments and we've evolved. So there's no reason you can't move it.
Perfect song choice. Or segue to the next song. I like to Move It by Reel to Reel here on AFN Rota the Eagle. And I'm back for Morning Joe with the CO with our captain, Charles Chmielak, Cody, and RonJon from the fitness center. Or at the fitness center, they call him John Ron, correct?
It's mostly ironed out now. Everybody's kind of figuring out either RonJon or RJ now.
You have a call sign like Surf Shop?
I should. I make that joke all the time. That's typically how I introduce myself. Hey, I'm RonJon, like the Surf Shop. Around here, I've been getting a lot of blank stares on that one, though.
Right. Yeah. We did. So let's talk about surfing for a moment. Fitness related. Do you know of any places you can surf around here? Maybe?
I don't go that far into the ocean. I like to sit near it and look at it, so I can't help you with that one.
I did look it up. There are some places. We'll save that for next show. So before we get into some of the other things that we offer our sailors and our community, let's talk about your personal journey, Cody.
Oh, gosh. Okay. All right.
30 seconds or less.
30 seconds or less. Okay. So my background actually started in professional counseling.
Okay.
Way back when.
You were born a happy child.
I was born a happy child in Beaumont, Texas.
An only child.
An only child.
In Texas.
Okay. So my fitness journey derived from mental health profession. So I got into counseling and to pay for my grad school. Training is what prompted me to be able to pay the bills without having to take out student loans. Got into professional counseling, realized the mind-body connection, how important that was to me, and how that could help people dealing with daily struggles, depression, anger issues, time management, all the things. Got through my $60,000 master's degree and said, you know what, that was great, good educational tool, but I think I want to go into the realm of personal training and helping people that way.
Nice job. It was almost a little over 30 seconds, but he did good. Knowing Cody,
I'm surprised, that was a very good journey from light, a little darkness in there, surprisingly relatable in so many ways to the wider community.
Yeah.
You're people too, and you're here to help.
That's right.
There's no reason they shouldn't walk to the gym.
That's right.
You're like, let's help you get fit. We're going to talk about your problems. We can just work it out. That's good.
Free counseling session baked into it.
So let's talk about that. So for all those sailors out there who are ready to get fit, maybe they just came off another fast cruise or, a surge deployment. Maybe some of the family members got to relieve a little stress, maybe get swole for the summer. What's available for them? Let's talk about that.
So the list is long. There are so many opportunities. What I first want to focus on is when you're getting back into your fitness journey, you're starting it, you're trying to revamp it, whatever it may be. Always start with, what do you enjoy doing? You just mentioned surfing. Is that something that you like to do? No.
However, my wife does, and but obviously opportunity needs to be there, right? You just can't surf everywhere. So what if somebody says, well, I like to watch TV? Challenge.
Our cardio room is full of TVs.
Not an excuse.
Not an excuse. And I'm about to add some new TVs into the weight room.
Didn't we just remove some TVs?
We did. We took out the 1990s TVs. I don't know how they were still alive after on for 24 hours a day for 10 years, but
right.
New TVs to come. So no excuse there. We got your TVs covered.
So somebody comes into the gym. What else can they do? Where can they go work out on base besides the gym?
Besides the gym, of course, we have the aquatic center if you're a swimmer. Waterfront Fitness, which is one of our newest outdoor facilities. I know this is not the ideal time to go outside and work out, but I feel like it's coming.
Right. It's real waterfront.
Sun is in the forecast this week, so our outdoor Waterfront Fitness complex has a full basketball court. Also, we have a Connex box and a lifting pavilion. You do have to come to the gym.
What does that mean for the uninitiated?
What does that mean?
If you're like, I'm going to go work out, you're like, I have a Connex box. I'm like, what? Am I going to lift the Connex box?
You could do a wall sit on the Connex box, but I don't think you could lift it.
You and your 70 friends.
If you can lift that Connex
pick it
box,
up, put it down.
We've got the U.S. Spanish games coming up in a few months, so we're going to recruit you if you can move that Connex box. That's right. Base Olympics coming up. That Connex box and the lifting pavilion. Connex box we just refer to as a big box that has a bunch of exercise equipment in it. It is locked up. So that is for active duty only, I will say. To get key access, you just call the gym. We'll come out. We'll meet you on site out at Waterfront Fitness, which is not too far from where we are now. Or you can Google Fleet Landing on Google Maps. Right across from there on Google Maps. It's an empty space.
Someone's been working hard to get things put on the map. I zoomed in the other day and I was like, wow, it's very well annotated.
Where's this building?
People are running out of excuses for being late.
So, Waterfront Fitness, if you're an outdoor workout enthusiast, and that has, as I said, we've got pull-up bars, we've got TRX bands, your powerlifting equipment, kettlebells, dumbbells, everything that we have in the gym from a functional fitness standpoint, you can do outside at Waterfront Fitness. And then, of course, you have the beautiful trails if you're a runner out at the Seaview Pines. I mean, there's so many opportunities depending on what your jam is.
Wait a minute. You're saying you can actually just go outside and find fitness.
I know, right? Well,
it's waiting for you.
When RonJon's rainstorm leaves us, right. then yes, it is there waiting for you.
I mean, you can work out in the rain.
You can.
Rain or sweat, you're going to get wet.
That's a good one. It's a great one.
I just made that up right now.
That's a T-shirt right there, man.
Sign this, man.
Trademarked. Everyone heard it today first. RonJon. So let's talk about, what is a CFL zone?
So the CFL zone is going to be a special space that we're putting together for the CFLs to use for when they're conducting their PRTs. That will be implemented probably in the next 3 to 4 months.
Okay.
It will be actually on the second floor of the gym, which I know people are like, there's not a second floor. There's a little small space. If you're walking down that hallway towards the aerobics room, there's a little staircase that goes up. We're going to take an area up there and convert that to the CFL zone, which will be a centralized location for the CFLs to do their tapings, because as part of the new standards, we wanted to create an area that creates a little bit more privacy. So when they're doing their tapings, their weigh-ins, their heights, and also will contain all their forms. All the posters that you see all over the gym that are for CFL specific, we're going to move them all into one area. So it's very
another
easy.
Example, Rota leading the way, a CFL Center of Excellence. I love it. Are we going to call it the Cody CFL Center of Excellence?
No, nah, it's okay.
RonJon CFL Center of Excellence?
I'll take it.
That's a better ring.
I'll take it.
Right? There's lots of room for excellence. We can, motivate you to keep coming up with good ideas, T-shirt ideas, CFL ideas.
I'll come up with something snappy all the time.
That one was so impressive.
So we talked about, so the gym has personal trainers. Do we have PTs. Hospital has PT, right? So you get injured. Do we coordinate with the hospital?
We don't. We don't directly. Now, we do have, as I mentioned, we have a sports specialist that has a background in that area.
Right.
He is able to, if we have someone that is pre or post injury, surgery, whatever it may be, you can schedule a time with that individual free of charge. Now, it's not going to be an ongoing session like personal training, but it is something that they can do 1 or 2 times to get them in the right direction.
But you can certainly transition, and you should not be afraid. If you have had an injury and you've been going to the hospital and you've been using the PT clinic to get back into the gym.
100%.
There's something you can do.
Yes.
Maybe not 100%, but if you can't do 100, you should do 50. If you can't do 50, do 10.
I like that.
Is that a good philosophy?
I do like that. I'm not the only one with the cool lines now.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you mentioned personal trainers, because that is actually something that we are adding more improvements on with our personal training program and offerings. We are currently trying to build up our personal training team. So for anyone in our community that has a CPT or Certified Personal Training cert and is interested in joining our team, please reach out to us, because we are trying to diversify our trainers. I think it's really important when you have a personal training staff, you have individuals with different interests, different modalities. Maybe they have worked with special populations. It could be when individuals that are pregnant, post, pre, even for our community that might be a little bit older in age. So the specialties need to range and need to match what we have in our community, and that's what we're trying to build out with our personal training team. So if you have an interest and you are already an existing personal trainer, please reach out.
Okay. What about things like recovery activities, massage therapy, focusing on certain areas to build through scar tissue? What can we do to help folks like that who might need that kind of service?
So, massage therapy, self-myofascial release, acupuncture, a lot of these things we don't do internally within the gym, but I know that within our staff, they have a great resource base for individuals out in the community. I know the hospital provides certain services that we do not, which we are great facilitators. So if a question is asked, hey, I'm looking for someone that is a chiropractor, which came up the other day, no idea. And that's something like, hey, team, let's figure out who would be some referral chiropractors out, within the gates, if there's anyone that exists here, or out into the community. So I think it's important that if we don't offer the service, that we become good stewards of facilitating how to connect our community to those services outside. Good.
So there should be no reason to stop somebody from walking in to ask again for help.
I'm sensing this theme. I really like it.
Take a quick little break, and then we're going to come back. I think we have a fun game. A flock of seagulls with I Ran So Far Away here on AFN Rota the Eagle. It is Morning Joe with the CO 748, and it's been awesome just hearing everything that's been discussed on air and off air. And, sir, I think Cody and RonJon are about to quiz you. I've grilled Cody a few times on air, so I think now this is his time.
Well, let's get right to it. We got a lot more to talk about, and not a lot of time to do it.
All right, let's go. So I overheard you one day. We were talking about, what is PT? What does that mean? And you mentioned, could I just go do jumping jacks for 10 minutes out in the mud? Is that PT?
Can you do that?
You could.
Yes, you can.
So if you were to go do jumping jacks for 10 minutes, how many calories would you burn?
475.
So close. 125.
Ooh.
Now I'm going to base these questions off of the average weight of someone who's 150 to 160 pounds.
Well, that changes everything.
So if you're maybe triple, then we would be closer to your answer, in fairness.
So for all those calorie counters out there, what does that mean?
Yeah. You're going to have to add like 50 minutes of jumping jacks, which that would be an awful PT.
Do we care about counting calories? Can we anchor on this for just a short moment?
We do and we don't.
Right.
We do and we don't. I feel like calorie burning, it is a multi-layered complex question depending on what your goals and your needs are for your body, what your limitations are. Obviously, basic science, calories in versus calories out.
Sure.
Calories are important to also consume and to have.
Right, you need them.
We focus a lot on calorie deficit,
right,
but we don't always talk about calorie intake and how important they are for energy, for muscle building.
Fueling your body for performance.
That's it. Let's talk about what we need.
Okay,
not what we don't want.
So what do we need? We need a well-balanced diet of proteins, carbohydrates, and fats. You want to take your fats from as many unsaturated sources as you can.
Name 2.
Avocado.
Oh, that was my number 1. Okay.
Nice. Yeah, that's a good one. Everyone loves avocado.
That's the only one I could think of.
Yeah, well,
I'm waiting eagerly
there's a
for the
million.
second.
Put me on the spot. I can't think of anything else.
Peanuts?
Nuts. Yeah, nuts. That's another big one for
unless
unsaturated
you have an
fats.
allergy.
Stay away if you have allergies.
Right.
So, and then we were talking about carbohydrates too. Carbohydrates are your main fuel source for high-intensity workouts. So if you are pushing it hard in the gym, you want to make sure you're getting plenty of carbohydrates to fuel those intense exercises.
What if you don't? What if you're like, you know what? I'm going to be on an all-avocado diet. How's that going to work out for you?
So I don't want to get too sciencey, but if you're burning more, the process to burn fats as an energy source is like a way longer metabolic process. So that's definitely going to be, you're going to be working an uphill battle if you don't work.
So are you advocating for a well-balanced meal?
I am. I'm advocating for a well-balanced diet.
Okay.
This guy is cooking fish in his room at the lodge. That is how dedicated he is. His neighbors, so cooking fish.
So this discussion has come up. Are you the guy who microwaves fish at work?
I would be.
You are.
I would be. Yes. Yes, absolutely. 100%. And I encourage everybody to do the same.
There's going to be an extra room charge when he checks out.
So much more to talk about. And luckily, good morning, Joe at the CO. Let's talk about some events coming up. What do we have going on?
I like how we skipped the rest of these quiz questions.
We know what the answer's going to be.
We know what they are. All right, so let's talk about some events that are coming up. So speaking of Valentine's Day, on Friday, this Friday, on the 13th, Friday the 13th, just recognize that, 4:30 p.m. at the Fitness Center, we have our Sweethearts Run. That'll be starting from the Fitness Center. It's going to be a 5K. It's a fun run, so if you have a sweetheart, awesome. If you have a buddy, great. It all counts. If you're solo, maybe you'll meet someone there.
Ooh.
Yeah, okay. Also, we have the Youth Center certification. Speaking of kids coming into the gym, we are implementing this every month. So if you have a young adult, youth, kid between the ages of 10 and 17, bring them in for that Youth Center certification, which will allow them to work out in certain areas of the fitness center with you. So super important. We want to get that before we get into those holiday seasons, especially the summer, because we have a lot of parents that come in with kiddos in the summer. And then I want to talk about this event just a little bit more, because this is going to come up March the 14th. We have a new event we've kind of revised. It's called the Shamrock 5K Run at La Plaza. That's going to be followed by some fun entertainment. So La Plaza will be serving some themed St. Patrick's Day meals and beverages, as well as we're going to have a live DJ. We're going to have cornhole and horseshoe tournament going on. We have bouncy houses that are going to be there for the families. So it's going to be a pretty fun event. So you can come for the run, which doesn't start till 11, so you get to sleep in, or you can just come for the fun, which will start at 11:30.
And running might be fun. So
running could be fun.
Right, you can have both.
And then you can have a green beverage at the end of your run.
Or you can just not make excuses and still show up to support your teammates.
There you go. I wonder how many calories could be burned in playing a round of horseshoes.
Ooh.
I've got to look that one up.
Yeah.
So more information to come for that March 14th event, which is on a Saturday. Also, we have April the 18th, we have the Kids Color Run. So save the date for that. That is one of our largest events of the year. Last year we had over 900 people attend. So April the 18th is going to be when that is held. And then, of course, we have a new, pretty awesome base-wide event which will be held in early May, which is going to be the U.S. versus Spanish Olympic-ish style games. So that's going to be held over the course of 3 days. And the events for that will be basketball, soccer. We have a relay, kayak, run, swim on the beach. We also have beach volleyball. We have a sailing event. So if you know how to sail, we need a sailing team.
If only we had sailors around here.
Sailors who sail. Come to us. Call us. We need you. Also a pickleball tournament. And then we have a fitness, kind of a hybrid fitness competition, which if you did the last NAVSTA Command PT, where we had the row machines, run, farmers carries, it's going to be that style. So if you love a nice blended HIIT style workout, we need individuals for that team. Also, we have a cross-country event. So you will see more about this coming in the near future on the team selections. So we will have one game per event. So when we have the basketball game, we will have a U.S. team and a Spanish team, and it is one game. It's not a tournament. It's going to be one big game that we will hold for each of these. It's going to be a really cool 3-day event. Yeah. And we want to get as many sailors involved in this as possible. So if any of those events, you're like, oh, I'm a rock star. I'm a basketball player. I can sail. I love to play beach volleyball. Come to the fitness center. Let us know. Some of these we will have tryouts for, especially like the soccer team.
Oh, yeah, you have to.
We got to bring it.
Just chalk that one up.
We almost got cut. They almost wanted to cut soccer team because they were like,
that's no fair.
The Spanish Armada was like, do you guys really want to play us in soccer?
Absolutely.
I'm like, come on. You want to play us in basketball?
Accepted. Right. Well, so a good segue. You mentioned installation, so I said, there's always something to talk about. Let's talk about trouble calls for just a minute, unrelated to fitness, but you can let your fingers do the walking. That's fitness related. And you can call the trouble desk if you see things around the installation after these rains that need help. So just like you can go to the front desk of the MWR to ask for help to get you on your fitness journey, you can get your buildings up to speed and repaired with calling the trouble desk, which is 727-2347. Please call. Use your QR code. If you see something, say something. I am asking for your help in keeping Rota great and calling in things like downed trees, leaky windows. The sooner we get ahead of it, the better it is for everybody into the future. So that's my public service announcement for that. Also, watch where you're going. Look both ways before you cross the street. If you are driving a car, look out for pedestrians and please slow down. Back to you, Cody and RonJon. Let's talk about fitness.
All right, let's talk more about the Kraken Games that is coming up this week. The Kraken Games is next week, sorry. The weeks are blending together for me. So the Kraken Games, reach out to the fitness center. You can speak with Marina. She is one of the lead POCs for that event. So the Kraken Games, kind of in a nutshell, I look at that as it's a fun hour and a half, I believe it's an hour and a half long event where they take some of our daily stressors that we deal with and putting it into a game format on how to kind of emulate some of these stressors and then how do we deal with it. So you think of the Kraken Games, and now the movie just totally went out of my brain.
Talking about the show?
Yes, the show.
Yeah, Squid Games?
The Squid Games,
yeah.
Yes. So think of did you ever watch the Squid Games?
I did not.
Okay, it's
thought-provoking.
It's kind of dark.
It's fun, though.
But it's fun.
But I saw the concept.
But you saw the idea. So, for example, one of the games that's held is you get this very special cookie where certain teams get a circle, certain teams get a star, some get a very bizarre shape, and you have to take a needle and you have to thread it out without breaking this special brittle cookie. So the stress that's emulated when you see these teams trying to do this event, they're freaking out because they have to do it within a certain amount of time or they lose. So it's how do we create some of these environments that we live with?
So we're going to stress out our stressed out team next week?
Yes.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Sounds like a great idea.
It is. Well, we think of in a therapeutic setting. Sometimes we have to emulate the things that stress us or create anxiety, and then we talk about how do we work through it.
Ooh.
So that's really the point of the Kraken Games, is we create that, but then we talk about how do we actually deal with this in the moment.
It's going to be incredible. It's the second one. And I hate to cut you guys off. It's now 8 a.m. And I just want to say thank you for this wonderful morning, Joe, with the CO, Cody, RonJon, Captain Chmielak. It's been incredible. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for having us.
Have a fine Rota day.